What's going on, my hungry humans, and welcome back to the Hungry Road. My name is still Eric, and as you see in front of me, I got me an attention grabber today. This is the 2021 Ford Mustang Ecoboost Premium Convertible. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. I pulled up to Pittsburgh Airport down there at National, and there wasn't much left on the lot. And the guy was like, "You want the Mustang?" I said, "Say less." Hopped right in, and let's get you started on some of the things that I like about it. So you guys have heard of Ford's legendary EcoBoost engine, a twin turbo 3.5 liter V6 engine that makes all kinds of power depending on which vehicle you put it in. Well, in this car, the EcoBoost engine is a 4-cylinder. It is a single turbo 2.3 liter 4-cylinder. That's right, this is a Mustang with a 4-cylinder in it. Never would I thought to see the days where you get a 4-cylinder Mustang as the base model. Well, it's not exactly the base, but we'll get into that. But yeah, this thing makes 310 horsepower, 350 pound-feet of torque. That's actually very impressive for an engine that small. It is truly remarkable. This thing does get up and get going. It only weighs about 3,600 pounds. You have a lot of good amenities in here. It does what you needed to do, but I think it just lacks in the sound department. Like, it's a 4-cylinder. How loud or how nice can a 4-cylinder sound? You know what I'm talking about, the fart cans on the Honda Civics or whatever. They sound terrible. And this thing has some, I believe it's some fake sound piped in through the speakers. But you'll hear it for yourself when I drive the car. And this thing is beautiful, minus this antenna. Not sure why that's still there. Just like on the pickup trucks, they still have the antenna up in the front. I mean, if I was an engineer, I'd have put it up here in the A-pillar, but it's probably structural. I don't know. I'm not an engineer for Ford, so I don't know what they did. Anyway, but I haven't mentioned the color yet. This is Grabber Yellow. Remember Grabber Blue? I could post some pictures up here if you want to, but this thing absolutely grabs your attention. I mean, you're not really pulling your camera phone out and taking a picture, and then like a Lamborghini or Ferrari drove by. It's a Mustang, but it definitely grabs your attention with this crazy color. It's like a highlighter. It's like someone took white paint and then get a highlighter and scribbled all over the car. But I did mention this is the premium. So it goes EcoBoost base, EcoBoost premium, then the GT, Mach 1, then sky's limit from there. So the premium, you get upgraded to these 18-inch wheels. You also get leather seats in here and a few other amenities. And the starting price is about $37,000 for the convertible. The hardtop coupe, also known as the fastback, is a little cheaper. Check out the front grille here. We do have our iconic Ford Mustang logo right on the front. Pretty nice wide open grille here to pull in a lot of air from here and down here. Pretty sharp looking splitter. I like it, nice and aggressive. We have full LED headlights with these 3 sort of daytime running lamps up front, which will match the ones in the back. I'll show you those. LED headlights, LED everything. You see this little thing flashing right here in the camera because it's an LED. The frame rate of the camera is off with the frame rate of the LED diode, so don't worry about it, it's nerd stuff. But yeah, now let's check out the rear end. Very nice, very subtle, not crazy aggressive or anything like that, but it's absolutely identifiable as a Mustang. The triple headlights on either side, the Mustang logo right there in the center, your rear view camera's right above it. It's clean. I like it. You do have dual exhaust down here. Reverse light is way down here in the bottom. Reminds me of like a Formula 1 race car type thing. But fun fact about this logo here, on the EcoBoost engine, you will have the Mustang. If you get the GT, which is the V8, then you will get a GT. It'll be a little circle with the word or letter GT in it. If you get the GT500, it'll be a snake, like the Cobra. If you get there's a red line, whatever, GT350, it'll be like a plaque with the snake in it. So this is kind of an indicator of what the person in front of you is driving or what you're driving yourself if you are in the car. So this is the key fob here. Pretty standard key fob. You have your unlock button, lock button right in the middle. Press this twice to do the remote start process. Press this button here twice to unlock the trunk, and this button down here is your panic button. But the cool thing about this key, you get a cute Mustang logo to distinguish it from any other Ford keys. Most of the keys will say Ford right here, but you get a Mustang logo. Like most cars these days, keep the keys in your pocket or whatever. Just grab the door handle, car will unlock, pull it open, and if you want to shut, there are these 4 little lines right here. Just press that button or whatever, and the car will lock. So like most convertibles, they're easier to get into when the top is down. Kind of just grab on or wherever, I don't even need hands, and you slide right in. The interior is very nice. It's very cozy. It kind of grabs you. It kind of hugs you just a little bit. You know, it's a sports car, but we do have a nice leather wrapped steering wheel. And I mentioned the Ecoboost premium package does come standard with leather seats, leather back seats. There's a lot of leather in here. Leather door frame, door panel over here. But again, the cheap plastic is here, but that's fine. It's a domestic sports car. Like, it's only $38,000. So I wouldn't expect it to have leather all over the place. Very simple mirror. I like how clean this is. There's no bunch of buttons and stuff on here. Very, very nice looking. We do have the like aluminum sort of brushed metal look that wraps around the dash, starting from the left side of the wheel, going over to the right side. And I see that they went with the like fighter jet sort of theme in this car. I look at my speedometer, it says ground speed. Like, okay, yeah, I know I'm on the ground, I'm in the car, and I'm doing the speed, so it's a ground speed. But they also have these toggles down here. Our traction control, our steering feel, and our driving mode. So we'll get to more of that in a second. I do have dual climate control with heated and cooled front seats. Cooled seats are so underrated. I'm telling you, in the summertime, don't worry about it. But I do have a nice aluminum looking shifter here. Nice, well-built USB port down here, a place to put your phone or sunglasses or whatever. 2 cup holders right here in the center. Decent amount of storage inside the center console here. But yeah, it's not too crazy in here. I like it. You know, it's very simple. It's user-friendly. I would go with that. So let's try to get in the back seats, or what Ford calls back seats. We're going to scoot my chair up as far as I think it's necessary. All right, that might be enough. Behind the back seat, there is a little lever you kind of lift up on, and you can fold this front seat forward. I'm gonna climb in now, and obviously I can walk right through the roof line because this is a convertible. But if it wasn't a convertible, I might have to duck down here. Like, it would be impossible. But you wait, me get the back seat. So let's get in the back seat. Nice buckets back here. This is a 4-seater. Sit down, pull the seat. Yeah, so there's no room. I mean, I'm back here. I go to the mall like this, package store run, but there's no space. I mean, so for example, I'm gonna get out and let's sit how the seat is. Like, I can't even get in the front. I can barely get in the front seat now. Yeah, I can't. This is like track driving. I would never drive like this on the street. But anyway, back to the back seat. Fold the seat back up like this and get in the back. It's okay. It's a Ford Mustang. It's the back seat is for your kids, your backpack, maybe a suitcase that was too big to put in the trunk, surfboards, skis that hang out the roof. But if you're going skiing, then you might not have the roof down because it's cold. Yeah, there's no back seats. I mean, there's a nice speaker here, and I have 0 amenities. I have a pocket in front of me on the passenger side for papers, but not the driver's side. But yeah, this is a back seat for like things, not people, unless you have tiny people, aka children. But you might want to get a 4-door car if you have children, you know, like a Ford Taurus show. So retracting the top or putting it back on is fairly simple. There's a button up here right behind or in front of the rear view mirror. It's an arrow pointing to the back or pointing to the front. You point to the front, it pulls the top forward. You just hold it down. The car does not need to be on. It does need to be not running, but it needs to be on. And the top comes up, and there's a little handle in here. You do need to pull down and twist clockwise in order for the top to lock. Then you can fold it up and you're done. There will be no sort of alarm or anything once the top process is complete. Now that the roof is up, let's see how easy it is to get in here. Still no hinge, fairly simple, plenty of roof height. I do have the seat all the way down as far as it can go. I can't go any lower than this. But for the real fun part, let's see about getting in the back seat with the roof on. So let's move this seat up, kind of how about where it was earlier. Get this latch. This is all the room I have to get in the back seat. So let's give it a shot here. This is like ballet. Doing some swan lit. I'm stuck. Let's move it up. And now see if I can get back here. Yeah, this is not for a grown man. Again, surfboards, children. This is crazy. I'm back here. I mean, my head's touching the ceiling. I'm hunched over right now, but if I sit up, I'm touching the ceiling. And I don't know how much room they have up there. But yeah, but getting back out, pull the lever. Oh yeah, what if the windows are up? Man, this is not, I might have cut all this out. I can't even get out. Get you a 4-door car. Now, however, now to go the opposite way, fold the thing down and rotate this counterclockwise. The roof will unlatch, and then you can press the back or a button that points toward the back, and we can stop. Nothing happens, so there's no alarms here. But if you start to drive, it'll tell you. But yeah, you can just kind of keep pushing it, and it goes back. One thing you do need to be careful of is see how my hand is right here? When I put the top up, I like to just kind of hold right here. But if you leave your hand here while the top is coming, you're gonna get it smashed. You gotta be careful to move your hand and then get it in here and lock it. So there are 3 ways to get in the trunk. There is a button on the left side of the steering wheel. Just push it once, the trunk pops open. Or you can press the trunk button here on the key twice, pops open. Or there's a button directly underneath the Mustang logo. Press it once, little rubber button, trunk pops open. Here we have actually a pretty decent amount of space for a convertible. I mean, this is an oversized piece of luggage here. It's not the biggest piece that I have, but it's for my like week and a half long trips. I can probably get 2 weeks worth of clothes in here. This is not a carry-on. It's probably about this tall. And it fits in here very nicely along with my toolkit here. And there's still space off to the sides for more stuff. But yeah, that's probably about it. There's more space back there, but yeah, with the top down, there's still plenty of luggage for at least 2 people in here. All right, so we are inside the 2021 Ford Mustang Ecoboost convertible, premium, blah, 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 blah. I love me a good convertible, guys. Nothing wrong with it. Got your hands out the roof like you're on a roller coaster. All that good stuff. Let's roll the windows up to get rid of the road noise. The windows are automatic, so you gotta just tap them up, and they do roll up all by themselves. Don't forget the back ones. There is a big button behind the 2 front window switches. You're just gonna hold it and the back ones go up. So that reduces a lot of the noise in here. But this is very comfortable. I consider it a nice GT cruiser kind of thing. It's cool. It's chill. I like it. I'm kind of stuck in traffic right now, so I can't really do much with the car. But it's comfortable. I don't mind sitting in traffic in this. The sound system is excellent. Been bumping that new Drake. Shout out to Certified Lover Boy. Good record. He don't know me, but whatever. So blind spot monitoring is standard in this car. There's a little symbol on the side of each of the mirrors, just to let you know. It lights up yellow whenever there's a car in your vicinity that you might not be able to see. I do have front end collision warning with automatic braking, rear end collision warning. All this stuff is standard with the premium package this year. I like it. I mean, I think it's about time that some of this stuff is standard, because how can safety be an option? Because you should always be safe. Yes, I know it's more expensive and everybody don't want to pay for it, but I think it should be standard all the time on a lot of vehicles. Hear that sound? 2,500 RPM. It just sounds like a fake. I don't know what to call that, but that's not a real engine sound. That can't be a real engine sound. What engine sounds like that? So I think it's piped in through the speakers. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 speakers up here. I kind of pipe in the engine noise. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And boy, I do hope I'm not wrong. Because that's gotta be a fake engine noise. Look. I do love how you can hear the turbo though. Like that little snake noise, snail noise, whatever. The snails don't really make noises, do they? But the hissing of the turbo as it spins up. I love it. So there are 5 different driving modes, and you kind of cycle through them with the toggle switch all the way to the right underneath the climate control. I'm in normal right now. You flick it up once for Sport Plus, again for track, another for drag, and then there's one more for snow and wet. Now I kind of feel the modes changing a little bit. So here's just normal, and then Sport Plus kind of brings the RPMs up a little bit. Track, I think, would do the same thing, but would stiffen the suspension even more. And then we have drag, and I don't know what that would do. There is an electronic line lock available in this car, which will actually hold the front wheels and let you do a burnout to warm the tires up so you get better traction on the launch. I'm gonna take it out of drag mode right now. I don't know what's gonna happen if I leave it at that. And the snow wet mode kind of like bogs the car down just a bit so that, you know, it has better traction on the road. I won't even go through all the other settings here, but I leave it in Sport Plus mode. And your steering is the same situation. You have a normal, sport, and a comfort. Normal feels normal. Sport stiffens it up just a little bit. And then you have comfort, which kind of loosens it a little bit. So I'm kind of wiggling the wheel right now, but the car is not really moving. That's kind of interesting. We'll put it back in sport. So cruising on the highway is a very relaxing experience. I'm just hanging out, you know. I feel good. I can lean my head back. I can just chill, let the wind flow through my hair. Nothing crazy. I like it. But there are some of the safety features on this vehicle I do like. We do have the lane departure system. So on the right side of your dash sort of screen are 2 lines. And when they're green, the car is monitoring you being in lane. But if you let the car drift off to one side or the other, the wheel will correct itself. But you gotta hold on. It's not autonomous driving by any means. And again, I did mention the blind spot monitoring that's here. Boy, it's a really nice and cool and chill car. Now I do have some room in front of me. Let me drop down to 65 miles an hour and then mash the gas. That took a lot of effort to get to 85. It is a 4-cylinder after all. It is but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and use my paddle shifter to get it back into the cruising gear. But I am in automatic right now. You can use the shifters at any time, but if you do pull the handle back and put it in the DS mode, you're in manual mode all the time. But I don't drive like that. I just put it in drive, and if I need to use the paddles, I'll use the paddles. I'm not entirely sure how to do launch control, but let's figure it out. I'm in drag mode, foot on the brake, hit the gas, the car hunkers down. There's 60. I was going a bit uphill, but that was kind of fun. I did get some wheel spin there. I will try it again. I'm not even sure that's how you do launch control. I just use basic logic from other cars and stuff where you just gas and brake and blah, 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 blah. All right, about to get back on the highway. Let's put it back into sport mode and give it the beans. All right, we're doing 25 beans. $60, $70, $80. Highway pulls are my favorite. Let's get in front of this car here. Yeah, I'm having too much fun. It's time to go home. I am headed to the airport. Fun fact, if indeed that was launch control, that was the first ever launch control on any vehicle ever that I've used. I'm not even gonna bother opening the owner's manual because it's nice and wrapped up in plastic and the car has 20,500 miles on it and no one's touching it, so I'm not gonna be the first one to open it. Probably could have just Googled it, but it sounds about right. So upon further investigation, see where it says track apps? That's where launch control actually is. But it's been disabled in this car. Obviously, it's a rental. See, I'm in track mode. Let's try drag mode to see if it comes back. Yeah, it's been disabled. They knew we were gonna fool around in these cars, so of course they would disable it. But yeah. And while I'm thinking about it, I do want to give a big shout out to Javon Love. He put together this shirt for me. It's got his logo right here on the side. I'm sure you've seen it in the video. Thank you so much for this. It's an incredible design. Hit him up if you need some custom shirts or something. I'll put his information in the description below. But yeah, that's my boy. Repping the Hungry Road right here. Should I have a merch line? Would y'all rock the Hungry Road? I mean, what's better in life besides food and cars? I probably can name a few things, but I really enjoyed my time with the 2021 Ford Mustang Ecoboost Convertible Premium. You would too. It's fun, it's decent, very easy to drive, very fun to drive. Plus the convertible top just adds a whole nother fun factor of having all the air above you and all around you. Visibility is crazy. And plus, I have an excuse with these back seats to not have anybody in my back seats. That's just my own personal preference. But if you want some a little less attention grabbing, probably gotta gravitate toward one of the other colors. I have seen these on a lot in black and like red and blue. I've even seen some with the 5.0 V8 engine. That was before I started doing YouTube. So I'll find one of those again. I'll definitely get a video up about that. But this is it. Thanks guys for watching this video of the Hungry Road. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget about my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be hosting another giveaway, giving away $101 to one of you lucky people out there. Could be before Christmas, let's hope. Anyway guys, take care, stay safe.